proviso, if that's the right word, is that, I was in a debate about last year, and after I did my bit, it was with a bishop, and the bishop got up and said, I agree with much of what Pete says, but not everything. Sometimes he goes too far. And I thought, that's exactly how I feel. I like most of what I say, but sometimes I can't agree with it all. Sometimes I just go too far. It's like, yeah. So I thought, yeah, absolutely. So if I disagree with myself, of course, you please disagree with me. Please fight with what I'm doing and what I'm about. So for the next 40 minutes or so, or, I know you've been very patient and all, I'm going to try and talk a little bit about, what am I going to talk about? Yeah, Revelation. All of this kind of neo-fundamentalist kind of, Jesus is a wrestler type of stuff, right? Jesus is a cage fighter thing, right? Like, what's the problem with that? They'll say about people like me, he's just like a cappuccino drinking, polo neck wearing kind of like guy. The only sin is using the wrong dessert spoon over dinner, right? We're the real tough, let's be militant. I go, what my response is? It's not, you're not too violent. You're not violent enough. Your violence is like the man who beats up his wife. It's an impotent violence. It's not a violence, it's a violence against flesh and blood. The violence of Christianity is a violence against principalities and powers. The Christianity is fundamentally violent in the way that, look at Mother Teresa. Her violence, her pacifism was violent. Why? Because it completely ruptured the caste system that she was working in, the whole system of power that placed people in different castes. She came in and she looked after everybody equally, and she ruptured the system. You look at Gandhi, who in his pacifism ruptured the system of colonialism. You look at Martin Luther King. In his pacifism, he ruptured and traumatized and broke the system of racism that was not so much what you saw. It was the lens through which you saw everything. Right? That's what a system is. A system or an ideology is not that which you see. It's that which you see through. And each of these people were truly doing something powerful. So all of this posturing, which ends up just being violent against people and violent against individuals, but not challenging systems of injustice. It's just not violent enough, right? So,